Welcome to Black Love Matters, where this serves as a therapy session for figuring out adulthood,
loving each other,
and find our inner Brock and Michelle.
Or Jay-Z and Beyonce, or I got a good one, Janet Jackson and Jermaine Dupri.
Are these niggas still together?
Black love is black love, my nigga. Allegedly, the streets is talking that Janet Jackson and Jermaine Dupri back together. Now, if y'all remember, if you go back about a decade, they was dating and y'all niggas was hating on them. Now, I will admit, when you put them in a picture together, it's hard to place that. But he probably a good man. Like, Janet is grown.
Let me go Google this.
And Janet is gorgeous, rich, funny, all the above, right? She can have any man in the world she want. So obviously Jermaine doing something right. I'm assuming he's funny. He got his own coin. I'm sure he has a third leg. And Nero?
No comment.
What? Are you one of the haters on Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson? I kind of like it.
I hate nobody.
I kind of like it. Like, I know Jermaine Dupri has a very distinctive look to him. And a lot of us want to put him in the traditionally sexy column. But it's something sexy about a man who able to hold his business this long. Like, you know what I'm saying? What is he, with So Def? Like, he done held his own. And why we don't see something like that with Janet?
Okay.
It ain't like he just a nigga from around the way. Like, he done held his own and still get checks and still working, right? And still getting royalties. What's your thoughts?
I just seen him on, what's that, Growing Up Hip Hop, Atlanta.
Uh-huh.
That nigga looking a little rough. He aged hard.
Would you be, I mean, it's the eyes and he's a little petite. What helped him is he got his teeth fixed. Teeth will age you. If those aren't in order.
It's going to be a long episode.
What do you mean it's going to be a long episode? I'm not hating on Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson. I'm actually here for it. I'm here for that black love. And you already know Janet Jackson. I know she's from Gary, Indiana, but I know on low key, high key, she really like a thug, a hood boy. And Jermaine Dupri, he from North Atlanta too, like the Migos.
I gotta
no, he's from Decatur. What are you Googling? I don't think it's, Janet don't confirm none of her shit, honey.
Well, TMZ confirm it.
That's all you need is TMZ.
People, let's see. Janet Jackson is back together with Jermaine Dupri. It's on Us Weekly.
He winning.
People.
Jermaine Dupri having a Cardi B type of year.
Yeah, I guess so.
I know that's right. I ain't mad at it. Black love is black love.
Okay, it's black love.
You mad? Did you have a crush on Janet? Is that why you mad?
No.
Janet Jackson, she ain't one of the ones you had a crush on?
No, I ain't have a crush on Janet.
She's
but
gorgeous.
I did enjoy the titty though.
Oh my God. Speaking of that bullshit, do you think Justin gonna invite her back to the Super Bowl? He should do it.
He should.
I think he should.
I think that'd be the right thing to do, but I don't know if that nigga gonna do it because you know why?
Why? He's white, crafty?
He's underhanded.
Ooh, because white people are what? Come on. That would be the right thing to do. And the thing is, he doesn't have any censors or anything up against him, right? Mm-hmm. Because the Super Bowl halftime show used to be, it wasn't NFL that did it. It was like the network or something. Mm-hmm. But now the NFL has it. And Janet doesn't have any bands or anything. So I think that'd be the right thing to invite her on back if she's free. The thing is, Janet already got a routine too.
Hell, she on tour.
She just finished up her tour. That actually State of the World tour. I'm actually upset I didn't go because she's a legend. Tell them when Janet gonna go back. She done had that beautiful baby and she back with Jermaine Dupri. She might just go sit still somewhere in Atlanta and raise her children. Because she done got, how much she get from that man?
I don't know. Let me Google it.
It was a lot. Whatever it was a lot of money. It hit me in my throat. Her and Mariah Carey did well because, when Mariah Carey broke up with that boy she was with, she got just $10 million off the rip. And she wasn't even married, honey. That's what Duchess from Black Ink Crew was trying to do. Come on. We don't have to go through this. Anything else about Janet Nero?
She got $100 million. What? Did she really get it? $200 million?
I'm sure. He's like a oil tycoon. She didn't get 20,000, honey. She
got 200 million.
Just off
that
rip,
right?
Not including the Janet Jackson estate, because I'm sure her Janet Jackson estate looking very nice too, right? So that's on top, tax free.
That nigga net worth was $1 billion.
He's an oil tycoon. Yes, this is a different level of money. That's what I'm saying. Y'all niggas getting excited about Black Hollywood. Fuck Black Hollywood. I need old money. I want the money when they bankrupt. They still got money. That's what I need to be introduced to.
Well, baby, if a nigga is who has a net worth of $1 billion in intrigue with you,
I already know. He gonna be the Thomas Crown Affair all up in here.
Shit.
Y'all remember the Thomas Crown Affair?
I just need you to slide me something.
Have you seen the Thomas Crown Affair?
No.
Watch the Thomas Crown Affair.
I need you to slide me something every
I
week.
make sure you're taken care of, but I got to tend to his needs.
Okay.
Go on, Niram. Who is you?
I'm Niram.
I'm Nyambi.
And this is episode 86.
86, y'all. Happy Friday. Christmas is on Monday. This Christmas. Kwanzaa's on Tuesday. Oh, we didn't say Happy Hanukkah to all our Jewish
Harambe. Harambe, motherfuckers. Harambe.
Niram.
Harambe.
That's not the spirit of Kwanzaa.
Harambe. What's that for? Harambe.
Oh, okay.
Harambe. Harambe. Niggas.
That's not the spirit of Kwanzaa, that negative energy. Okay? Now tell the folks where they can find us and leave a review.
All right. This
Shout
is
out
what y'all
Friday.
do. It's Shout Out Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, go to your Apple Podcast.
Now you be sweet.
Scroll, search Black Love Matters.
Okay.
The whole Black Love Matters. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Now go ahead and scroll on down to see reviews.
What is it called? Reviews.
Reviews.
Okay.
Tap on that, and then tap on write a review.
Yes.
And they'll leave us a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-star rating and leave a review. Tell the people why you like us. Because, that helps us out. It's like word of mouth.
Yes.
It's like when you go buy
stop
something.
Yelling at people, Nero.
It's like when you go buy something on Amazon, you go look at the reviews, right?
Yes.
And you go get the one that got the better reviews. Same thing with podcasts. People look at the reviews. So if y'all want to support us and y'all want to give us no money,
we're not asking for money. We're not. Let's clarify. Nyambi and Nero's not asking for money. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Take the nigga out the tray.
Yeah. But leaving us a review is one of the ways that you can help us out. Mm-hmm. Besides telling a friend and tell a friend. Yeah. Going to your mama's iPhone and hit subscribe.
Yeah, that help. And didn't know, but the mama they gonna cuss us out. My storage is full. Who is Black Love? Who is Niram and Nyambi? Because they keep coming on my phone. I don't know who they are. Don't get me cussed out with nobody mama. Don't do that, y'all. Don't do that. You can put us on maybe in the background, see if they like us, but don't be doing that because I know my parents cuss me out. They be like, who is this? They done got into my phone.
Screw that.
They been on went all the way to Sprint talking about this says my storage is full and I only got 3 pictures. No, they ain't listening to one podcast.
We need some guerrilla marketing in this piece. So go ahead and put it on your mama's iPhone, put it on her iPad, put it on your kid's iPhone.
No, not the babies. We cuss too much for the babies. It's not a kid friendly show. Don't let Auntie Nyambi do it now. I can be Auntie Nyambi, but I ain't Auntie Nyambi on this one. Don't let the children subscribe, and leave those reviews. You can leave a review from your mama phone and your kid's phone too. And follow us on all forms of social media. That's Black Love Matters with no K. Black Love Matters no K. Instagram, Twitter, and
Titter.
What is it? Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Maybe you should put down that wine.
I am sipping on a nice tall glass of Pinot. Check in. Nyambi's doing okay. I'm excited that Black Card Revolt is going on BET. Why ain't y'all tell us so we could have auditioned? Or was that just the invitation? It's so many invitation onlys that Nyambi and Niram ain't get invitations to. Did y'all see this? So BET has Black Cards Revolt coming on. And I'm so excited about it. I hope it lasts and makes it to a second season, Niram. So we can audition to be on it. I don't know if you have to audition or write in, but can you see us on there?
Yeah.
We will win.
Sure would.
Because we're not here to play. First of all, we are black. We almost said we are Black Love Matters. But we are Black Cards, right? But we literally play this shit whenever our friends come over. We are the king and queen of it. What's that other one you just bought?
Trading Racist.
We're another one good at that too. So I am super, 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 super excited about that. Actually, a lot of shows are starting January 7th that I'm super, super excited about. But other than that, I'm doing all right, y'all. Y'all know I've been tiptoeing around how I'm doing. I've been doing some meditation. This is day 2 of this is Friday, day 3 of meditation. And it's actually not bad. At first, I didn't know if I drank the Kool-Aid on it, but it does calm me down. Like it calms me down, and it grounds me a little bit because sometimes my mind runs 1,000 miles a minute, and it really just helps me to wooside a little bit. So I'm hoping to get more into it. I'm not doing nothing too crazy, just using Headspace. That's an app you can download on your phone and it's self-guided. Niram's a little upset with me because I haven't did my yoga yet, but I'm making it. Again, not at 100. I'm probably right now at 60%. So hopefully in a few days I'll be at 100. Actually, next week I'm going down and visiting some friends. So I'm visiting Nia and Nadifa next week. So hopefully y'all might hear their voices on the podcast because we're still going to do the podcast. Maybe not. We're definitely not going to do Monday, but maybe it'll just be one episode next week or maybe two. But we'll keep y'all updated. You'll get something from us though next week because it's Kwanzaa. So we'll be talking about that and moving forward in that. But other than that, I really don't have much of an update. The days are running together. Whenever I get like this or this time of season, it scares me because I look down as December 1st. I look up as December 31st. December always flies by to me. Nero?
Now, I be lying to y'all niggas.
What am I lying about?
Now, y'all be in this bitch like Smelly Melly.
From Scandal?
Yes.
I'm not Smelly Melly, but I have been moping. I have been just...
Funky ass Nyambi.
I have been in my pajamas for more than 2 days. But that's a blessing. Some people love that. Like, some people, those are goals. I have been in my pajamas going on day 3.
Don't let that... Nope. I'm not going to let you lie to these people like
I'm
that.
not
We keep
lying.
it real, Nyambi.
I'm not lying.
And you been Smelly Melly in this bitch.
Shut up.
I damn near had to threaten the... And I had to put soap on Nyambi.
What my grandparents said, you got to throw water on
You
your
gotta
body.
just throw
some
water
throw some
on
water
your
and some
poom.
soap on you. Shut up.
I'm sitting next to Nyambi say, damn, girl, you funky.
Shut up. Oh
you
my
need to
God.
go get in the shower. You smell like Smelly Melly.
Smelly. Y'all, if y'all know what I'm talking about, so on Scandal, remember what happened when Melly had a breakdown?
When Fitz went up and I dealt with Drunk Melly, and I also dealt with Smelly Melly.
No. No, he did something. And sis was like, I'm done, bitch. Melly was just eating chicken and drinking and sitting on her couch. And he was like, Smelly Melly, you have to go take a shower. I think I'm doing my own version of that. I almost said Nairobi. Nyambi. I don't know what it'd be. I don't know.
Funky ass Nyambi.
It ain't funky. But it's just one of them things. I really have been just in my pajamas for like 3 days. Like I have not had another wardrobe. And then Nero be like, you want to go somewhere? And I'd be like, no. I'm comfortable here. So I would admit that. I know I haven't been as active and up as I should be, but I'm processing. Holiday seasons don't help. I done made 4 or 5 different types of cookies. Did you gonna say what your mama done sent us?
I haven't got there yet.
Oh,
I'm still talking about Smelly Melly.
Well, come on.
And me had to throw that soap on her.
Come on.
You know, the other thing is her ass is starting to turn to a vampire. So,
what? You be all trying to turn into a vampire?
Because I opened up the blinds to get some damn light in here because it's so damn dark, and I can't see. It's so bright in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had all the blinds drawn, honey.
So I get home
I ain't going outside for 3 days.
So I get home from my multiple jobs.
Oh.
And there's a package sitting at the door. Mm-hmm. First of all, I was wondering why the package sitting out there when I got somebody in the house.
I don't go outside.
And when I got somebody in the house who heard the doorbell ring.
I didn't hear a doorbell.
Anyways, I get this package from my mama. I knew she was going to send me something since we ain't go to Detroit. So she's like, you want me to send you like a pound cake? I said, sure, like whatever. So I get it. I open the box. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sweet potato pies.
She said there's 5 sweet potato pies. And it's only 2 of us in the house.
And a thick ass pound cake with her lemon icing on it. And so like I said, my mom was 70. So her ass ain't got shit else to do.
How many pies she done made if she sent you 5? She had at least double digits in that house if she sent you 5.
Yes. She sent me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
just like you
sweet potato pies.
Yeah.
And a pound cake.
Yeah.
And
she packed them up good, honey.
Did she? Well, first of all, let's talk about these pound cakes. This pound cake. So my mama ain't got shit else to do. So she can get a KitchenAid.
The best. That's fine dining, honey. I hope to get a KitchenAid one day.
And she just be making cakes and shit out of cake flour and shit like that.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to make it out of.
Thick ass cake.
Yeah, good cake.
So you got that. She's like, well, I just froze them all. Are they still frozen?
Oh, no. I'm going to eat them. I won't even be traveling. It don't matter. I already know
it don't matter.
Good.
It don't matter.
I'm eating it.
Because she froze them.
Uh-huh.
And then let's talk about these sweet potato pies.
Yeah. I already ate a quarter of one.
So, in addition to baby clothes that Nyambi need to sit out, anybody want a sweet potato pie?
You right, because I show up to the You know what? With the baby clothes, we gonna send y'all sweet potato pie too. You stupid. You said, does anybody on the sick and shut in need a sweet potato pie? Because actually, the folks who getting us baby clothes, y'all go get a sweet potato pie at the bottom. I'm gonna freeze it. Now I can't send it out to Saturday because I gotta freeze it. Like your mama say.
Yeah.
You said we gonna send sweet potato pies.
we gonna send sweet potato pies.
Come on.
And I know them shit's good because
they
shit's better than patty pies.
Okay.
Ooh, my mama talked about patty pies for forever. Them nasty ass pies.
It was good for what it was, but it can't connect to homemade now.
Yeah, I said mine. Like, ain't gonna make
it's
to
for
your
folks
pie.
who can't cook. No, let me stop for it. Never mind. Folks, I listen to my like patty pies, honey. It's good if you do.
Mm-hmm.
I really want. So we done got Yo Mama pound cake, 5 sweet potato pies. I made a dozen oatmeal peanut butter cookies. I made 2 dozen chocolate chip pecan coconut cookies and some hood toffee. And I want to make some banana pudding too.
And y'all know I'm on this fitness journey, right?
Me too.
Right?
I'm wrestling with about 25 pounds probably.
Oh, Miss Namaste?
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So, I'm
but that
on
was
here
sweet of her though.
On this fitness journey. I said, I called her. She said, "Oh, you got my package?" Yeah, man, I got it. I didn't know you gonna see me 5 sweet potato pies.
What she said?
Oh, you can freeze them. Said, "Ma, so we're just gonna have emergency sweet potato pies is in the freezer."
I told him he could take at the first of the year. He can take something to his job. They'll love him. Just tell him it's pumpkin pie.
I might just send it to one of y'all niggas. Anybody want?
Y'all send us an email if y'all want a sweet potato pie made by Nero Mama.
The first person to send us an email
getting a sweet potato pie
with your address
and sweet potato pie in the subject line.
Nia,
I probably bring one down for us.
I'm sending y'all niggas a sweet potato pie for my mama.
And we just gonna eat it.
So I'm the first person who do this shit now. So I can, matter of fact, I'm put that shit in the freezer.
Do it now because I'm going to the bank. I mean, not the bank, the post office Saturday.
I'm gonna put it in the freezer as soon as we get done recording this.
Yeah. Okay, now come on. What's the rest of your check-in? We doing giveaways for sweet potato pies. Honey.
We are.
Black love matters.
Black love matters. We some hood ass niggas. I should have my mom make some more.
Come on, Nero. We're not doing the sweet potato pie giveaway. Can you just move on with your check-in? We're not doing that. Like we'll give away this one to be cute. We're not about to set up a whole business. Now come on.
A sweet potato pie giveaway? Come on. We can make this shit pop.
Nero.
They follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and on Facebook, and they leave a 5-star review.
That's a lot for a sweet potato pie.
And then we put them all in the lottery for a sweet potato pie.
For what?
Yeah.
Nero, what's the rest of your check-in?
Don't be rushing greatness, baby. Another thing, I'm sad.
Why are you sad?
So Joe Budden left Everyday Struggle.
I like Uncle Joe.
Joe Budden is an interesting ass nigga.
He's hilarious. He has his fuckboy tendencies and he's like the Hoteps, right? Mm-hmm. So Hoteps, they have their valid points, and sometimes I be rocking with them. Mm-hmm. And then they open their mouth to say the wrong thing, and I'm like, whoa, pump your brakes. I can't rock with you no more. That's how I feel about Joe Budden.
But I like Joe Budden. Like, besides like the pump it up shit, the nigga can actually rap.
What's the pump it up shit?
Everybody be like, well, that nigga ain't had no hit since Pump It Up.
It's a lot of niggas ain't had hits since 1999.
But I'm saying though, like,
he's still relevant.
That nigga can rap though.
Oh.
And then he was with Slaughterhouse.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. And so,
I don't have the best to say about Slaughterhouse.
I know you. Never mind.
Mm-hmm. I'm not very
I know why, but I still like the group.
They're definitely underwhelming.
I like the group.
Okay. I didn't say I hate Joe Budden, but I treat him like I treat my Hotep friends. That at points they have super valid points, super down to earth, right? Then other times they'll flip out with some shit that you're like, where did that come from? Are you taking your medication?
Yeah.
That's how I just feel about the Hoteps and Joe Budden.
Mm-hmm. So I'm a little sad. So now I'm
because I definitely agreed with him on that Migos shit. I was right with him. When he walked up, I was like, I don't have time for this.
Nyambi is like,
I was absolutely with him.
Nyambi might be the female version of Joe Budden.
I might be.
So I listened to his podcast, and he was talking that real shit about content creators, and
It's hard to be
the
creative
money
now.
and things of that sort. Yeah,
especially in the realms of podcasts and this online social media, digital influence type stuff. Because white folks, the man, whoever you're gonna call it, is always gonna want to win, right? They're gonna want their coins, and they're gonna try to play by the old rules, because that's what crafty crackers do. They try to make the rules work for them, and then when you get a Negro like Joe Budden, who like fuck what you heard,
yeah,
they don't know how to respond to that.
exactly. So I completely respect it. So I look forward to see what other outlets he create from this.
Because what happened? What was the reason why he left? I'm assuming money, but
more or less money, but also contract. Like his contract was up. They was in negotiation. What it seemed that I think was like one of the main things is, so they got like direct sponsorships that come in. So there's different types of sponsorships. So, for example, they might send them some shoes, or Nike might send them some shoes and want them to wear it.
Yeah.
So Nike will pay Complex or whatever, like an advertising fee for that.
Of course.
And one of the things is that the people who are the talent is not getting no kickback.
They don't even get like a percentage of that. No, I mean, I know they ain't gonna get no. I know they ain't getting double-digit percentage, but they should at least get like 1 to 5%. Yeah, 1 to 5%.
So like they ain't getting no kickbacks from it.
Yeah, not a lot. Now you can't get too much, but they should get a single digit.
I would say they should get like 10 to 20% on it.
Not no big corporation. So. Who is Complex owned by?
Verizon.
No,
I think so.
Okay, I think so too, but I'm just telling you what's gonna happen.
You the talent, and you wearing this, and you using your likeness and your influence.
I agree.
Okay, I'm
just letting you know how crafty cracker organizations work.
Yeah,
that's all.
So I think it's it's like those type of things that he was upset about, as well as like niggas started doing interviews and things of that sort. And the way he built the show, it wasn't supposed to be that many interviews, but they started it. Yeah, it just started to be like me and you bantering and shit like that.
Oh. We have guests.
Yeah, sometimes.
No, I'm just joking.
We do have guests.
It is different though, right? When you start bringing experts on, because they start intervening their opinions, and then when other folks come on, they have certain regulations of what they will and will want to talk about. So it does make stuff more complicated.
But I also think it turns into like a breakfast club, and that's the thing. Like it's not. When you start inviting people to have interviews, one of the things we're starting to see now, even with our podcast, is that people think that, I just launched a book, and it has something to do with Black love. Let me go on here and talk about my book.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the same thing. Like, nigga just came out with an album. Let me go on Everyday Struggle and let's banter and banter so I can talk about my album.
Gotcha.
And it's like, no, nigga, it's not about your album. It's about our opinions about the culture.
Yeah.
So, you got a lot of that stuff going on. And, record companies do pay to get this airtime. Yeah. And it's the same thing. They ain't getting the kickback. As talent, they're not getting the kickback.
I completely agree. They deserve it. But yeah.
All right.
But yeah, Joe Budden was entertaining. I don't know who's other people on it.
DJ Academics and Nadeska.
He's a real DJ.
Yeah, he was. I don't know if he's still the DJ.
And what's the girl name? I never knew her.
Nadeska.
She was always just very neutral.
Yeah. Well, she was supposed to be like the quote unquote moderator of it. So.
Angelique.
Yes. Some would say so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Academics. I go back and forth. How old is he?
Like 20 something. Like 20. I would say no older than 26, if that.
That's a damn lie.
No, for real.
Not from that face.
The nigga can't be no older than.
You know 26. What? No, we're not gonna do this. That's good for them. It was. I didn't watch it consistently, but I will watch it. I watched it for Joe Budden. I ain't gonna lie. He was entertaining.
Yeah. Oh, he is 26.
Oh my God, he was born in 91. Jesus. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what
that story.
91.
Huh? Hell, we was in first, second grade.
I know, right?
Older than him, honey. Next, I'm much older than him.
Another reason I'm sad is that Combat Jet died.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. That's awful.
And like for those who don't know, like this dude was like a GOAT in like Black podcasting.
Podcasting, hip hop. Like he has a real complex story. Like he wasn't like a lawyer.
Yeah, he was like an entertainment lawyer. He was a lawyer for Def Jam. Damn, it was another record label and I was just thinking of that I missed on top of my head.
He was a Black academic.
Yeah.
Low key, high key.
More or less, but I think he was very influential to the culture and very influential to.
See, that's one of the first podcasts I started listening to.
Yeah, to like Black podcasting culture. Because if it wasn't for like the Comeback Jack show, I don't think there would be no Reed or.
Didn't he create loudspeakers?
Yeah, he did. He was like one of the
It wouldn't be no us. Shit, probably.
True.
Yeah.
Because who would inspire us to
do it?
Yeah.
I agree. Wow. Yeah. My heart goes out to his family. He passed from, is it cancer?
Yeah. He had colon cancer.
Monster, ain't it?
Yeah. So, shout out to him and shout out to everything that he did. Yeah. And, hearts and prayers goes out to his family.
Yeah, his family's colleagues, all those folks. Because it seems like a little unexpected. Like, I know he announced, it had to be in the fall. Like, I feel like 2 months ago.
Yeah, it was like very...
some form of cancer. Was it colon or stomach cancer? Or some form of very aggressive cancer. That had to be around Halloween. Mm-hmm. And he's already passed by the end of the year. Like, that's a hard one. He got children too, don't he?
Yeah, I think so.
That's a hard one. That's a hard one. Thoughts and prayers to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. We got some pillow talk.
Of course we got some pillow talk. So, the first thing, I had to get my mind right after that. It's the season. Don't you ever notice around the holiday season, folks start passing away? Mm-hmm. And it gets a little rough?
Yep.
So, just wrapping my head around that. Anyway, did y'all see the Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas reunion? It almost brought a tear to my eye. I know my father listened. I know you've seen it, didn't you, Dad? So Magic Johnson and Isaiah Thomas squashed their nearly 30-year oldest Nyambi beef in an emotional interview on NBA's TV's Players Only. It was a heartwarming display of brotherhood as the two talked about the challenges of their past and immediately pushed them aside to reconcile their friendship. Johnson and Thomas once reached the peak of stardom with the Los Angeles Lakers and the Detroit Pistons, respectively. As the two teams fought each other for the championship, the duo friendship began to suffer. However, things reportedly took a turn in the 90s after Magic announced that he was HIV positive. Johnson said that he was told at the time, see all this he said, she said, that Johnson questioned his sexuality and disliked him because of it. Johnson angrily alleged the remarks that froze Thomas out of opportunities to play in the 92 Olympics and other major deals. Thomas denied that he ever expressed such doubts about Johnson in an interview with Sports Illustrated. In recent years, the two have tried to explain what happened between them and have, through several interviews, told their sides of the story. But now, finally, thank you, Jesus, it's all over. It reminds me when the mama gets saved, the son gets saved at church, and the mama be hollering. Just thank you, Lord, for bringing them here. And it says what they said to each other. One of the quotes was, I think this is Isaiah the Magic. Let me apologize to you if I hurt you. That we haven't been together. I'm still. And then Thomas at the end joked with him and said, "I'm still mad at you that you beat me." They both laughed and cried together. Johnson shot back, "Well, you're gonna have to be mad. We both gonna have to be mad." Look at the Lord, a Christmas miracle. So folks from Detroit know that rivalry go deep. Like, I remember even just being from Detroit and like putting respect on Magic name, right? But a little something on the end of it. Don't you? Like, I remember like knowing Magic Johnson was a legend, right?
Pause.
But being from Detroit, it was like, fuck them Lakers, fuck Magic Johnson, fuck, because of Isaiah. Thank you.
Yeah, because of Zeke. He did Zeke wrong.
Yeah,
fuck the Lakers.
Yeah, fuck the Lakers. Fuck Magic. Fuck Cook. Like the whole crew. That whole, even Kobe. I feel like coming up when, that, so that was back in the 80s, 90s, right? And, we were more in like the 2000s. So I feel like that even trickled down to the Lakers with Kobe and them. Fuck the Lakers.
It's generational.
Fuck Kobe.
It's generational.
Generational hate and curses, honey.
Yes.
For some shit we ain't even involved in, right? And they was real friends.
Yeah.
Like they was boys before this happened. So I seen it, and it brought a little to the Nyambi eye. It could have been the red wine, but it touched Nyambi's spirit. Just that sense. I know a lot of times, I do it on this show. We talk about sisterhood and what Black sisterhood looks like. But I think it's something beautiful about the brotherhood and camaraderie of Black men, right? It is something. Yeah, as a woman, I said, see, honey, it's always sexy. But it's just something about it. That Black man joy, that Black boy joy. That's just like, yes. It's nothing like seeing two brothers together, giving dap, giving hug. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing like that type of bond. So I'm just so happy that they did this. And not only that they did this, Niram, I'm glad they did this in a public forum.
Yeah.
Right? You know what I'm saying? They could have easily did this at one of their mansions.
Yeah.
Over a nice glass of Douce. You know what I'm saying? And just been and squashed it. You know what I'm saying? Been good and live their families, just live their family rich, like live their best fucking life, right? But I think I appreciate them so much for doing this in a public forum. And mind you, they might have already squashed it, but just came on and it doesn't even matter. But the fact that they did it out in the open shows so much. So what we got themes here: forgiveness, moving on, owning up mistakes, But the brotherhood is the piece that really stuck out to me.
I hear you.
What about you? What you think? Because like I said, I didn't like the Lakers because of it. And I wasn't even into sports. I just remember my dad and my uncles be talking about them Lakers.
Fuck the Lakers.
What do you say, Zeke? That's how you know you really from Detroit. When we call Isaiah Zeke, honey. Said that he ain't did right.
Where he went up there and elbowed
him. Pistons, we got to hit
you ain't right. Bad boys. Swirl's crown.
You said Swirl's crown.
Bad boys. Basketball ain't been the same since the bad boys.
So, like, if you let the Detroit man tell you.
Bad boys.
All right.
That's what they just be talking about. Basketball. These basketball niggas are soft.
Yeah,
I remember
they
back
sure
in the
do.
day when you can just go up in the air and hit a nigga with a forearm.
Oh, my God.
There won't be no foul. You just say, get
up.
up.
Technical foul, honey.
Right now, you hit a nigga with a forearm.
You out. You getting fined. You can't just be hitting up. This ain't, what's it called, MMA? This ain't MMA, honey?
Fucking fine. They kicking your ass out the league.
They kick him out for that. Look, that's the Detroit in me. They kick him out. He just can't pay a fine.
That's a flagrant, baby.
Oh, you get kicked out? Like,
They will
pay a
do.
fine.
Let it be hard.
Too
let
hard.
it
Let
be
a
too
little
hard.
bleed, blood come.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
You know, that fucking nigga up. But yeah, I think this is definitely a monumental thing in
Because it's been
basketball
going on for
history
years.
that these two niggas can let go of this 30
Of whatever it was, right? Because I think it's even blurry of what it was.
Yeah.
So I think in here, you know, I think their publicists came together and made it nice and clean to say it was about this idea of HIV positive.
Yeah.
You know, maybe some people's doing a dozen about sexuality. Magic pulled his like, you know, I think that's what they made it about. But it had to be more than that, right?
It's
it had to be.
it's a
more than
lot.
that. It couldn't have been. You don't ruin a 20-year relationship over. You said I'm gay. What, nigga? Yeah. Like, you know, I don't know what else to say.
It's rivalry.
Yeah.
Like the thing is, like when you got two friends, like very good friends, like and having this not even rival but competing against each other versus with each other. You know,
That testosterone.
That's when the dirty shits go on.
Yeah.
That's like I can't play spades against Nia.
Oh my God, Neil and Niram at spades. And the thing is, Nia and Niram really don't argue a lot. Like, you know, they'll disagree. You can definitely tell when they disagree, right? But they don't argue. But
Until
spades, Jesus.
until that spades come out.
And that's why I don't play games, because my man and one of my best friends won't allow it.
So
Because they won't allow it. They won't allow it. Because I just can't play. I can't be a happy spirit because both of them about to go Godfather on each other.
Because that friendship, you want to beat your friend. And the thing is that both of them are super competitive.
Yeah.
You know, both of them are super competitive. So when you got two competitive people going at each other, it's like you don't care who the fuck you think he's the worst
Like
enemy.
he a nigga on the street.
Yeah.
He's not a nigga on the street.
You know all the cheap
We
shots.
done been in each other homes.
Yeah, you know all the cheap shots and you know how to get them on. And that's what you do. And I think it just went too far. I think when that nigga Magic threw that elbow,
I think that's when it hit.
I think that's when it hit.
Because it's like, also, nigga, you gonna run up on me in the spot?
Yeah.
That's how it came off. So you just gonna run up on me?
Like, you
Yeah,
know,
I think that's how
like,
that came
damn,
off.
man, we just kissed and hugged and shit before the game. Now you want to elbow me in the chest?
Yeah.
The fuck?
And you know, I'm shady. I wouldn't have looked at it on YouTube. Like the brawl at the palace, honey. He did hit him, honey.
The malice at the palace.
I looked at it because I was like, did he really hit him? 'Cause you know, sometimes people egg you on and it's worse than what. Nah, he hit him.
They elbowed the shit out
Yeah,
of his ass.
he did it.
So I think, you know, that started off the beef.
And then when he came out,
And then, you know, and then
folks
like
start losing this shit. Yeah.
yeah, niggas started losing. And then, you know, I don't think Magic prevented his ass. It was Michael Jordan hating ass.
What? Why did you go bring Michael Jordan into this?
Because
Michael Jordan
Jordan
said, "Keep me out," because his wife done took half his money.
Because Michael Jordan didn't want Zeke to play on the Dream Team, the best all-star team in history.
You instigating. I don't know enough about
It
this.
is.
You
Google
and my
it.
dad should have been on this one. I don't know.
Google it. Michael Jordan.
And they be saying that women be petty, honey. I don't know.
I'm telling you, Michael Jordan did not want Zeke on the team because he said that nigga dirty.
He a hood nigga.
He said, I don't want to play with him because he fouled me too hard. I don't want to play with that nigga.
He said, "Even sprain my ankle."
And so Zeke ain't make it to the Dream Team.
All right, well, stay focused. It's the idea of brotherhood. So have you ever had a situation, Niram? See, I got to bring Niram back. Because, see, that's how them Detroit Midwest Negroes be. You get them talking about them sports, they get talking all day. And you know I don't believe in chasing the ball like a dog up and down the court. But this old school, these legends put respect on their name. Mm-hmm. Have you ever had a situation with one of your male friends and y'all had, like, how do you do this when you argue with your male friends? And do y'all make up? Like, what? Do you not make up? Do you got you a 20-year beef brewing somewhere?
Well, that's me. I hold a good grudge.
Well, that's that Cancer energy in you.
I'm a Detroit nigga.
No, that's that Cancer energy. That definitely Cancers are known for holding a grudge. That's what I like about my sign, Leos. We really don't hold grudges too long. We'll be mad for like a month total, and then we'll be like, "All right, I forgive you. Life's too short." But don't fret away from the question. What does it look like when you and your male friends get in arguments?
I think it's the same way. You know.
No, you're
like
not.
magic.
You're not.
Like
Nira, you're not going to tiptoe around this question. You're going to have to dig deep and move all those Cancer emotions and answer it. So once again, I'm going to ask you: when you and your male friends, I'm not just talking about associate, like good friends, what does it look like when you argue, and how do you work through it if you work through it? Examples.
I think it's very subjective because sometimes. Don't roll your eyes at me, nigga.
Oh, he just tapping toeing.
What you want me to say? We throw bowls? Yes.
I want you to be transparent.
Okay. I throw bowls with friends.
What?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't think you was going to say that.
What else you want me to say?
Oh,
yes.
So, well, tell me what happened.
I've thrown bowls. Shit.
Over what? So again, what does it look like when you fall out with one of your friends? Give us an example. Talk through it.
It's nothing to really talk to. Like, I even think about this. Undergrad, I had 3 other roommates, and we were somewhat of good friends. And I think, some things went down, and there's still a beef going on now.
What happened?
We had a roommate who flunked out of college, but we all had a lease, and we had these joint leases or whatever. And this nigga took his ass back home and left her ass with our
money
portion,
will make
the motherfucking lease.
People be funny about their money and strange about their change. Money will ruin a friendship.
Yes.
Okay, so when that happened, did you ever or you all ever try to have a direct conversation with
Yes.
him?
And that nigga was like, I ain't doing it. And then go to other people and be like, I ain't paying shit. And then
so that
what
ain't
happened?
your friend.
Yeah, that ain't my friend. And then what happened? We had to go to court. So see, look at this. You want to bring up all these old emotions and shit.
We agreed to be transparent on our podcast.
You bringing up all these old ass emotions.
So then
when I see that nigga in the streets, is a problem.
Okay, so that I would actually articulate that never was your friend, right? That was an associate. That was a roommate. Bad encounter. Young. So what happened with your relationship with the other men that was in that situation? So the rest of y'all paid y'all stuff up, right? So it was just the one standing. I hope you had enough common sense just to split that and just pay his half and cut him out the circle. But I'm assuming from the way you're looking at me, that ain't what happened.
No, we went to court.
Okay.
And now we still got that shit on. Has it been 7 years yet?
It's just about.
Finally, I get off my damn credit
So
report.
how did that affect the relationship you had with the other men?
I think it had an effect because, like, the thing is, when this happened, you got to think about, like, we was an undergrad. So,
young.
Young
and dumb.
Young, dumb, probably shouldn't have been in roommates.
No, not dumb many.
And I think, at that point, it's like, misputting responsibility. When I ain't paying that shit, that nigga should be paying it.
When y'all should have came together for long run and said, we don't want this on our credit reports. Let's divide this shit up. And he can't fuck with us no more.
True.
That's the grown-up answer.
And I think, as I'm in my 30s, I just feel some sort of way with, some of the roommates being friends with this nigga, knowing that.
Oh, they still friends with him? Oh, no, I don't like abuse.
That's
what that is. We can
be
friends,
kikiing,
especially with my
nigga,
money. Oh no, we can't.
And all this other stuff, knowing that he's the reason why you got this bad mark on your credit report.
Did he ever apologize for that, or even try to make it right? Being grown,
not that I know of.
Oh, no.
So I think it's a conversation that comes up like every 4 or something years. Like, hey, are we coming together and do this shit? Because
if y'all how much was it? It couldn't be no more than $5,000-$6,000.
Yeah, it was like $6,000.
Between how many? 3 of y'all? So $2,000 a piece.
So that, it's a conversation that always comes up, and the thing is, it just falls apart.
Yeah, I mean that's like tax season. If y'all just use your tax returns,
it would. Yeah, I think it would. And the thing is, it's just, I don't know what's the best way to say it. Like, nobody's willing to own it or take responsibility for it. Because that's the thing, like, somebody got to be the lead person and be like, all right, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna take this nigga to small claims court. And I don't think nobody's like, I volunteer, and like niggas is like, nah, like you just being petty because you don't like that nigga. And it's like, yeah.
I mean, it's on your credit score.
Yeah.
That's not petty.
Mm-hmm.
We're not talking about $100 here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I also think like that's a thing that has put a damper on like my relationship with my other roommates.
Yeah.
You know, even one of them that I grew up with is that.
But have you ever had the conversation with them to be like, you know what? This bothered me because X, Y, and Z. And this is really why I can't fuck with you the same way. Ooh. See, that's that grown up shit. Now be real. Have you ever went to them and was like,
I have.
Them exact words to say, you know what?
Well, I
we
don't
real
use
cool.
exact words as you now.
Well, tell me what words you use now.
I said, you know, it was fucked up that you still friends with that nigga.
That ain't clear.
What you mean that ain't clear?
That's
clear.
very muddy.
It's fucked up that you still friends with that nigga, even though your credit report is fucked up because of that nigga.
But did you ever say how that impacted you? You made it very much about them.
To say what? My credit report is fucked up because of that nigga too?
You're still on credit reports. Like my relationship with you has been affected because you decided to still be friends with them because of X, Y, and Z. And because of that, I look at you in a different type of way. And I can't fuck with you the same way.
No.
That's a different impact.
That'll be like 40, 50 years down the line.
Y'all gonna pull Magic and Isaiah.
Like Zeke and Magic.
And then everybody gonna cry. And then the nigga who owed the money will come out the back of the room. And here y'all go. Keep that.
I want that.
No, this is not Yampi. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
But I think, you know, to get back with it, like when you have like those type of things with, you know, friends or whatever, I think for me that was one of the things that has like been like one of the things that has not been settled with friends or whatever.
Do you need Nyambi to mediate it?
No.
Oh, okay.
You know why.
I know why. Actually, we have another episode about this. We've talked about like friends not liking significant others. Nero's friends really didn't care for me.
I don't think they did care for you.
That's fine. No, Nero, don't lie. They didn't.
But the thing
But I really tried to play it neutral because I knew we really didn't because they did shit like that. Like that's the shit they was rocking with. I smelled that shit a mile away. And I know I couldn't fuck with them. But I really tried because I liked you so much, Nero. I really tried to play neutral with them. So like I didn't like poke the bear. Whenever they came around, we smiled. We was cordial. Like it was never to a point where we disdained each other. So I've never fell out with any of Nero friends, but it definitely was an unspoken like.
It was an unspoken thing because the thing is like, Nero? And then you got to throw Greek shit in there. So you know they the NPHC meetings and y'all niggas throwing cheap shots at each other.
I'm not throwing cheap shots. I'm just stating facts.
Cheap shots. You know how them Leos are. Them Leos is all about them get backs and making you feel the same way they feel.
Just because I bring up GPAs, it's not a cheap shot. College is graded on GPAs. And my organization holds GPAs to a very high standard. Not all organizations do. And that's not my fault.
Which organization?
I can only speak for Alpha Kappa Alpha. Okay? I can't speak for others.
Oh, because I thought all the organizations
allegedly.
had
I'm not a part of them.
some form of scholarship in there.
Allegedly, I'm not a part of them.
Okay. But I think, you know, that's one of the things that's out of my friendships is unsettled. But I even think about, you know, some of the disagreements that me and Nia have.
So let's talk about more stable. Let's talk about a little bit more mature relationship. Yeah, let's talk about that. Allegedly. Because when them two get around, they turn to 15-year-old boys. When I'm with them individually, Niram and Nia are very mature men. They have great conversation. But when they get to sniggling and giggling together, they turn to 16-year-old boys. And I just walk out the room. Mm-hmm. But go ahead. You talk about you and Nia.
No, I think, you know, with my relationship with Nia is that we're able to speak our truth. Like, you know, we give whoever some time and then speak our truth. Yeah. I think, you know, even when we getting older, I'm the type of guy, it's like, hey, dude, that shit was wrong. This is how it made me feel. And I move on from there. Yeah. So, you know, we've had conversations like, hey, you know, arguing with somebody in my house and I told you to chill. That shit ain't cool because I paid the cost to be the boss here. Yeah. You know, not in those words, but, you know.
Yeah. You're able to do that where you wouldn't have been able to do that 10 years ago.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, you know, as I've matured and relationships mature, we're able to, speak what we need to speak and then move on.
Each other,
yeah,
right?
And respect each other, and then
respect the friendship.
Yeah, respect the friendship, but also agree to disagree. Because it's been times like, yeah, dog, I'm just not with it. Like, I understand what you're saying. I know the philosophy that you're coming from.
Like Cornel West.
Yeah, I understand the philosophy that you're coming from. I know that you.
Me and Nia, we got to disagree on Cornell, honey.
I know that you're a scientist and you brought up all the literature that says this, that, and the third that supports your argument, but I ain't trying to hear it. And to be able to be like, all right. Yeah. Like, I know.
And still appreciate each other and move on from there, right?
Yeah. Like, I know everything you're saying is logical, but my heart and soul, I'm like, no.
Well, cancers really don't follow logic. They follow their heart.
I'm a Gamma man.
Yeah.
So
you throw that into it. So, I just thought that was interesting, man. You say you got a couple friends you got to reconnect with. You said, how many more years you got had to hold this grudge? 15?
Yeah, I already got 15 more years.
Y'all going to be having kids and grandkids. And I'm going to be just in the corner like, what the fuck is going on?
Uh-huh.
But I just thought that was interesting just to see how men. So, okay, another question.
But I also think, the relationship would even be the same anymore. Like,
but you still got something there. It's unsettled.
Undergrad, just like undergrad roommates.
But not all of them, though. So one of those folks you've known for a very long time. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Maybe the other one, okay. But one of those gentlemen you've known for a while, and it's deeper than that, right? So that's what I'm saying. How do you navigate through that? And even the person you just met at undergrad, you had a relationship in time and space. And when something's not healed completely, it never goes away. It don't matter how old you get. Look at all these. I almost did something.
What you about to do?
Look at all these girls that be going to their baby daddies and baby mamas. Oh. Them just wounds that ain't healed, right? Them scabs, they just put Band-Aids over. Ain't no Neosporin on it, right? Yeah. Just infected, right? And they just keep pulling it off. So even, I don't care how old you get, whenever you in the space with them, I feel like you then kind of reverse back to where you left off. No matter how old you is. You can be 50 and you reconnect with them or you reconcile, whatever it is, everybody gonna be 23. All life lessons, all that's out the door.
I know.
Just like in romantic relationships. Whenever you met that person, you go right back to that space you were, right? Because it was never healed. That's just Nyambi. I don't know. I just know a little bit about something. I don't know a lot about a lot.
I hear you, Nyambi. And I hear what you're saying, baby. Though.
And that's one thing I'm very good at. I don't have a lot of those open wounds. I don't have a lot of past friendships where it's like, they ain't been healed.
Because Nyambi had cut them bitches off.
And I'll tell you why.
I doubt that.
I have not. It's only been maybe one friend that I probably haven't spoke my entire truth to, but we still friends.
Allegedly.
But everybody else that I don't cut off for real, they know exactly why I cut them off, the space, time, and if they ever want to come back, they know the route to contact me.
So Nyambi's good for this.
I'm very good at that.
Nyambi cut a bitch off.
Absolutely.
We ain't friends
and tell
anymore.
you, we not friends anymore. Our relationship has changed. That is my line. At this point, I say our relationship has shifted. I appreciate what we had, but it's just not what it is no more. If you ever need me, I'm always here. But from here on out, it's just not the same.
No, I'll be in a friendship with 7 people on a group text.
Shut up. No, I didn't.
You did. That was a group text.
That was not a group text.
You ladies have a nice night, a nice life. Just know if you try to call me, I won't have your number saved.
I'm not telling the whole story. And we're not supposed to be making this about sisterhood. So it was a group of friends from high school. They were like planning some type of trip and it just wasn't going well. And shit ain't going right. So you just got to cut yourself out of it. That's all I did. Mm-hmm. And they was like, oh, well, why are you moving so abruptly? Why are you, they felt as if I was shading them by saying, you know what? I'm not feeling this. I'm not moving forward. And it was just like, I'm in grad school. My money is funny. I don't have time to play with fickle bitches. And obviously from these emails and texts, y'all don't know what the fuck you're doing. And instead of me go through with this and cussing you out on Myrtle Beach, I'm going to stay my monkey ass at home. That's it. Can't travel with everybody. Mm-hmm. And I just selected this group, not a group to travel. And I think I said that. I'll be home for the holidays. If you want to hang out, cool. If you don't, I understand. But no, this is why I'm doing it. It ain't they can't go talk behind my back or to each other to say, I don't know why Nyambi mad. Just pull up the text. What?
Jesus.
What do you mean, Jesus?
Jesus.
So I'm very good at that. There's probably only one friend that I haven't totally spoken my piece to. But everybody else.
Rip the Band-Aid.
I know. Because I'm not ready to rip that Band-Aid off. Because I love her, right? And I'm very loyal. Yeah. But when I do rip the Band-Aid, the Band-Aid will be ripped. Believe that.
Well, back to me. I'm good for holding a grudge.
I know.
I like it. I'm a good grudge holder.
Yeah, I know. You gotta let that go though. That's too much energy. That's too much weight.
You should let go.
Nero.
What?
Speaking of, so transitioning to the next topic. Did y'all see that new hashtag, Black Boys Embrace? So it's a viral movement celebrating all forms of Black male intimacy. So intimacy, Ashley Nero, can you see who the person is who created this? I want to shout him out. If you just type in Black Boy Joy or something like that, I'm sure it'll come up. I'm sorry, Black Boy Embrace.
Oh, I was about to say.
It's kind of the same thing. So intimacy between Black men, particularly gay Black men, has always been cause for pause within the Black community, while outwardly displays of toughness and manliness are celebrated. Open demonstrations of sensitivity, affection are far often kind of shunned. Many scholars point to the emasculating indignity suffered through slavery as a root of this cause of this phenomenon. Whatever the case, the effects are very real, in many cases detrimental to the emotional, mental, and sometimes the physical health of our community. I found the guy. Jermaine Dickerson knows this too well. He was kind of the father, the thought leader behind this movement, and he's a gay Black man. So he said, growing up, I just found it really hard to express intimacy with male role models in my life. It's hard for me to express a certain level of emotion. And he's from Michigan too. This is another reason why I liked him. He said, as I got older and began to learn about the heteronormative and all these things that sort of negate intimacy among Black men, I took it upon myself to try to deconstruct some of those oppressive ideas. Dickerson created the hashtag Black Boys Embrace to break down those walls. With hashtag Black Boys Embrace, he really wanted to encourage more Black men to be expressive and intimate in a romantic and in a platonic sense. Dickerson says, I definitely want to make sure that queer men have a space in this conversation, but I also want to provide a space for other people, fathers, brothers, friends, cousins, to know it's okay to be affectionate. The open call for participation does just that. And if you did hashtag Black Boys Embrace, you'll see the whole list of and all the pictures of all the Black men, celebrities, everyday Joes, just, hugging each other, be it they're in romantic relationship or platonic relationships, and just Black men embracing. So I seen that and it made my heart smile.
Why?
I think it's so.
I'm just asking why.
Because you don't see it. I think we just talk about this with the new Issa Rae show, like the idea of like Black male sexuality isn't expressed too much. It's just something that's not out there. Mm-hmm. I think the Black male, I hope I'm using the right word, like dialogue is just very boxy. Mm. Black straight man, either a hood nigga, right? Timberlands, abrasive, Ralph Angel, Killa Dilla, right? Mm-hmm. Or the opposite, Black unicorn, highly educated, Barack Obama. Like, there's no in between, right? And we all know as men in our life that falls on those spectrums, right? But there's a lot of folks that's in between that. And I think when you go even further, so how do they show love, right? Mm-hmm. So both sides of it. So being in a romantic relationship with another Black man, why is that not pictures that's shown? You see pictures of Black female and Black male love. And even I would say Black women embracing each other platonically and in a romantic relationship. But you do not see that with Black men, be it gay, straight, or anything in between. Mm. How many, look through your pictures, think with your friends, how many pictures you got you and Nia? just in this selfie without me in it, right? Mm. But if you think about it, I got tons of pictures with you and me and Nia, or me and the deep. Like, I got plenty with my girlfriends posing like we models, right? Right. This is what we do. But why is that not there? Why those images aren't there for Black men? And that's sad, right? That it's something to the fact that you're seen as less than a man if you take a picture or pose with or show affection to a man that you sincerely care about, gay, straight, love or not, like romantically or not.
I got a couple club pictures with my homeboys.
How far away are y'all from each other? And this one I'm talking about, embrace. So I'm not talking about that prison pose where it's 2 feet between y'all or everybody's on the ground looking up to the Lord. I'm talking about when folks really are touching each other, hands on each other, embracing. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about. And when I seen it, I was like, damn, he right. What's his name? Jermaine Dickerson, right. It ain't a lot of that. Be it romantic or not, romantic or platonic. It ain't. And it's needed. Nerums? This all about Nerum today. We're making you unpack all this. I'm like the white teacher in class. Unpack it, Nerum.
Unpack it. Ain't nothing really unpack.
You hear me? I'm the white teacher in class. Tell us about black people, Nerum.
Tell us about black people.
That's how I feel in undergrad and grad school when you're the only one in the classroom. Tell us about niggas. No, I'm just saying. But what's your thoughts on it? You don't have to speak for the whole community, but just Nerum's thoughts on it. It's beautiful looking at the pictures.
I think definitely it's a beautiful thing. I think growing up, especially being like an 80s baby, and us being like the old heads now, that's crazy. But we
the old millennials. Yeah.
We the older millennials, but it's kind of crazy because think about that. Like I can count on my hand.
Yeah.
Hell, on none of my hands. How many times like my father embraced me? So I think it's one of those things that it's a generational thing that trickles on down to current society.
And that's the thing. So why is this so hard to talk about or something that's like, oh my goodness, I don't know. But like Charlamagne the God, we done grew up on rape culture. We'll grab booties and coochies and everything else. But when it comes to giving someone you care or love a hug, it's like, Jesus, it's blasphemy. It's crazy.
Think about this. When last time I gave your dad a hug? Even like when you leave. No.
Y'all do that weird hand pound clap.
Your dad
what is that?
Your dad be giving them firm ass handshake.
And then he bring you in. And like when somebody bring you in, like they take the air out of you.
Oh, the brother hug?
Yeah. I'm a hugger.
I know you are.
So my dad don't have no excuse because he know how to hug, because I've been hugging since I've been a child. Look, I'm a hugger.
He give you a hug goodbye and then he give me a firm handshake. Take care, guy.
Look, kid, is you listening? Next time Nero come home, he wants you to hug him.
I ain't say all that.
Kid, are you listening? You have 5 brothers. Do you hug them? Do you hug them?
Mm-hmm.
But what about with your friends and stuff? Do you hug any of them? Do y'all take pictures? So now when y'all see each other, y'all gonna take selfies? And do #Black Boys and Breeze? It's not funny. It's not funny. I'm asking you. Be straight up. Be transparent.
I don't know.
What, do you feel hesitancy there? Why? What's the lead there? What's the lead?
I don't like nobody hugging me, truthfully.
Me?
I don't even like to be personally touched by
me.
Let me finish.
Okay.
Other than my woman and my mama.
Why? Unpack it. Unpack.
It ain't nothing to unpack.
I told Niren was going to be a heavy episode, and was he up for it? And he said yes.
And I said no. I said I want something light and fluffy.
And I said
and
no.
Then here she come with all this heavy shit.
So you said you only feel comfortable with your wife and your mama touching you. Unpack that.
It ain't nothing to really unpack.
So no other women? So you telling me your best friends who are women don't hug you?
Yeah, we hug.
Okay, so why is the problem when the men do it?
Because it's just nothing I'm not used to that shit.
Okay.
So I'm like, hold up, nigga, what you coming up on me like this for?
What you think, they'll rob you?
I don't know. I'm from Detroit. Nigga, I'm always trying to rob you.
You silly.
Speaking of that, I was in the car and I was watching this dude. He was just walking up on me.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh.
And I thought this nigga about to rob me. I put the fucking car in reverse and revved the fucking engine and said, try me if you want to. And his ass walked around the car. But the way he was walking, it's like he was making a beeline towards the car with his hands in his hoodie. And I was about to, it's going to be me and him.
Neon, focus. I know this is a hard conversation for you.
It ain't, I don't have an answer to it.
I'm not asking for an answer.
Well,
I want you to reflect on your experiences.
Okay.
So there's no other man. What about my grandfather? He's a hugger.
I never hugged your grandfather.
Really?
No. I gave him a handshake. He a little pound. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So that's that intimacy. That must be a whole gap missing. Because I think as a woman, I'm always hugging. Mm-hmm. Hugging and kissing other women. Mm-hmm. Come on. Darling, Nola, darling?
Yeah.
Always, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or darling Nola, what is it?
Nola, darling.
Yeah. Huh. That's a huge intimacy factor. So how do you think that then plays for the babies? So when you think about the baby J's, right? Mm-hmm. Do you hug him? You give him a handshake? You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, that's a baby. So what you do with baby J's and baby T's when you see them compared to the baby JJ's, right? Yeah. So the girls versus the guys. So when you greeting these kids,
what up, little man? Give me 5.
Oh, you get them 5s.
Yeah.
So the 5.
Give me that.
You don't see when I see the babies. I what?
You want to hug them?
Mm-hmm. And they hug me.
Mm-hmm. But then I'm be trying to hug my big ass.
Even the girls? Do the girls try to hug you? The girls try.
Yeah, they be like, "Come here."
I mean, but that's just something to think about.
It is something to think about.
As we're having kids, as our close friends have had kids, and what example are we setting, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can't preach one thing on Black Love Matters and do something differently, right? Mm-hmm. So we're very, I know, again, let me not speak for Nira, but I know Nyambi's very open when it comes to, I think intimacy is important. I think Black love is important. I think showing, not only telling, but a show of intimacy is important. So I think touch is important and dialogue. So I always try to do that. So that's what I'm saying. What would you tell like a baby Jay about hugging? Near, I'm good to tell the babies it's okay for you to cry. You a man. Yeah. Is it okay for them to hug?
Sure.
Embrace?
Sure.
How would you say it? It don't sound like you sure.
I'll just be like, you hug anybody you want to, little nigga.
Yeah. It's so I'm saying, so if you did something really good, graduate from kindergarten.
Give me a high five.
A high five, not no hug.
Give me a dap. You did that shit, dog.
Black love community. Y'all let us know what your thoughts on that.
But I don't know what else to say. Like,
it's nothing to say. You have to speak your truth, Nero.
I think it really came up from like
how you were raised.
For men, it really came up to like how your father showed love. I think that's the main reason they come from is how another man showed you love.
Yeah.
And in that area, being the 80s, baby, being in the crack epidemic, being in gang culture, niggas ain't really hugging each other like that. So it don't get transferred down to the next generation because I'm just doing what I was taught, right? And what I was learned. And then I don't know any different until I'm learned or taught something different.
That's what
I'm saying. And then it's still awkward because I even think about, just strangers. Like I had this one, like when I was like a TA and like this student, like somebody died or whatever. And I was like, it's all right or whatever. And he came in to hug me and I was like, oh, I wasn't ready for this.
Nero.
I'm for real. Yeah. And I think it's really about personal space. And I don't let nobody in my personal space that I really...
And Nyambi loves a hug.
And that's the thing. That's the unboundariness of you.
Yeah.
And I'm a very boundary individual.
Yeah.
So, that's another layer on, onto the layers of masculinity that comes along with, all the other stuff that comes on it.
Yeah.
For me... I've even had this conversation with Nia. He's like, who else have you hugged like other than like your mom and friends?
Yeah.
And it's like nobody.
Yeah.
Like really? Like, do you not feel a way about that? It's like, no, I don't.
I love hugging.
I know you do.
Even when we were dating, so if we talk about romantic, Niram would much rather kiss than hug, and I much rather hug than kiss.
Yeah. Well, you hug out there. You hug your therapist after every listening.
Should I ask her, is that crossing boundaries?
You like, give me a hug. I said, damn.
I said, would you like a hug? Can I asked. I said, are you okay? I said, the way I usually say, I said, I'm a hugger. Are you okay with that? And that's how I do it with people now. I usually just go in. But now I say, I'm a hugger. Are you okay with that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I have noticed that with you, but I think you're just used to me now. Because even with your family, I think your family was surprised how much I hug people.
But that's another thing. Like, my family is very boundary.
And
like,
here I come, running.
A
running hug too, not a little hug. A running hug.
Hug everybody, kiss it, and
my family we believe in hugging and kissing, honey. So all on your cheeks, everything.
Yeah, so I really think that's a learned thing, and you just don't learn it if your parents don't and your other family don't do it. So, and I think that's just a thing.
So you think as we get to the point where we're going to have children, how do you think that's going to play off? Or is that something you'll have to really talk about?
This is going to be something we really have to talk about, and that's something I'm going to have to step out my comfort zone because I know you're going to be like, Nero, you need to hug our kid more.
Every day. Multiple times a day.
They need to have daddy care. Take off your shirt.
Yep.
And have skin contact.
I won't go that far.
So now I'm running around this bitch.
Naked.
No with my 3-year-old.
With no shirt. Nobody got shirts on in the house. It is important to me. I do enjoy hugs. I do that. Even when I'm with my friend's kid, that's the first thing I ask. Can I have a hug? Oh, yes. Best hugs. I just do that all the time.
And I'm like, what I love, man. Give me a pound.
And they be doing it to you. Like, that shows how, we're going to talk about resilience later, but how what's it called, intuitive, or how smart they are, right? So how they're able to navigate depending on who they with to be like, oh, I get this one a hug, but I get this one a handshake, or would you say a high five?
Yeah.
When you transition them to a handshake.
That's like later on in life, like 10. Give me a handshake.
Not our kids. But all right, you have anything else about this Black Boys Embrace or anything, Nerims?
No, I think it's a wonderful thing. I think,
I think it's important. So are you saying that you're trying to move more out of your comfort zone to embrace? And not everybody. So this Black men embrace. This ain't every Black man you see don't give a hug. I'm saying this more folks you have relationships with. So romantic or platonic, like people you sincerely care about as a show of affection. This is not everybody. Now, y'all be giving anybody a hug, right? But I think this is more... and again, I don't want to explain for Jermaine or anything, Dickerson, but this is more, I think, males that you truly care about.
I don't know.
That's how I see this.
I'm going to have to work through it because, I even think about when I'm even going through things.
Start
I don't
with Nia.
Like I was saying.
The Nia hug? I always hug him, so I don't know. I haven't paid attention when he with other people. I hug him, though.
I don't know.
He might hate it. Every time he dies.
But I think it's gonna be hard for me because I don't even like to be embraced. Like, if I'm going through some trauma or pain or, need to be consoled, a hug is the last thing I want. Like, I tell you, the first thing is, because the first thing I tell you is don't touch me. Yeah. So, and that's like anything. Like, I'm going through something, I'm crying, I'm, whatever. Don't touch me. Like, I don't want to be hugged. So, I think for me, it's something to really step out of the comfort zone because, like I said, like I even think about that. Like I don't even want to be hugged. Don't touch me. Yeah. And it's been multiple conversations or arguments with you, and it's like, you trying to hug me to console or whatever, and I'm like, no, I'm mad. Don't touch me. Or no, I'm upset. Or no, I'm sad. Don't touch me. Yeah. And it's a hard thing
and
because
it doesn't connect to me at all, right?
Yeah, because you're like, no, you just playing or you being funny, and then it's like, no, don't touch me.
Because that has been times where I've been so angry, or upset, or sad that I can't verbalize or articulate anything. The only thing you can do is embrace someone, right? So I've been in arguments with people, be it my parents or close friends, and you get so riled up that I don't even have no words to say, and we just embrace. Like that's the words. Like that's the I'm sorry, or that's what it is. So I know it throws me off sometimes where it's like, you feel so frustrated, and the only thing I was like, well, if it ain't no words, look, Donnie McClure, you just stand, honey, right? You know what I'm saying? You just embrace, and then you're gonna be like, well, don't touch me. I said, well, what are we? Some type of communication has to happen, like some type of connection has to happen. So yeah, that's different for me too. That's different. But I think it's brave of you to acknowledge that and say that out loud, though. And also for you to say that's something you actively want to work through, right? You easily could be like, fuck what you heard. This is how I'm going to be. This is how I always going to be, and I'm moving forward. But for you to be like, no, I know I was raised like this. I've been doing this for 30 years, but it ain't the right way, right? You know what I'm saying? Just because it's always been done
don't mean it was right.
Don't mean it's the right way. And being open and willing to move through that, especially as, we hope to grow our family one day and we bring a child, male or female, to show them that it's okay to embrace and it's okay to do these things. And not only them, but I think about the children who are around us, right? Because it takes a village. And all these children is watching us, especially the males, right? They watching everything you're doing. So I think it's brave to take that ownership of it, to say, I'm still going on my journey. You like, I'm with the Lord, the crooked path. You're still on your crooked path to intimacy. Right?
Yeah.
All righty.
What else we got?
Well, Black Loves community, y'all let us know what y'all think about Black Boys Embrace. So y'all out there with young Black boys out there, how do you navigate that? The folks who are the fathers, did y'all, the Black males, did y'all embrace? Do you? I think about even with like you and Corey. When you was down with Corey, y'all ain't hugged once. No. I think I hugged Corey like 5 times.
No,
and we was only with each other half the amount of time y'all was with. Why is that? Because I'm unboundary.
Yeah, unboundary.
I think I even hugged his son.
Come on, you get a hug too. You get a hug.
So I just think about that stuff. And maybe I'm the opposite. Maybe I'll be touching people like, oh Lord, here she come, Jesus, here she come.
I don't know. Maybe I got Asperger's or something. Don't touch me.
No, Asperger's don't work that way.
Okay.
Asperger's ain't just hugs. Asperger's is a way of life.
Okay.
All right, so Kitchen Table Talk. So bros discuss. Submit your questions to blacklovematters@gmail.com, or you can leave us a voicemail at 508-784-1111. That's 508-784-1111. It reads, hey, Nerium and Nyambi, happy holidays. I'm getting a late start on shopping this year. When is email coming today?
Shit.
The 20th. It's our look, the next line, don't judge. Folks will get their gifts when they get them, LOL. They asked, do y'all have some favorite Black-owned businesses y'all like to support? I'm looking for some ideas. Love the podcast and y'all. Black Love Matters. All right. Thank you. It's all right. You right. You get them when they get. That's something Nia say today. Get them when they get them money. Mm-hmm. I kind of like gifts to be on time. Niram don't.
I don't. Like I said, things work on my time. You'll get the gift when
Niram is having a Devo moment. It's that moon in Capricorn. That's what it is. Capricorn season is a doozy, y'all.
No, but
it is. What is it, Niram? Come on. And Cancers and Capricorns are complete polar opposites. So go ahead.
You're gonna get enough cut me off.
Oh. I'm silent.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Niram.
No, but like I said, they get the gift whenever they get the gift, and I'm not gonna rush to nobody's society.
Nobody's societal standards.
Yes.
Okay.
Nobody's society.
Not even to complete that sentence.
Nobody's society. Not even that. Not even to finish that damn sentence.
All right. Well, let's ask Brussels Cuz question. I done got him in his feelings, honey, because he talked about embracing.
Don't touch me.
Some things that I think, so Black-owned businesses that I really like to support, Radical pens and coloring pens, y'all. Mm-hmm. So those little pens and iron-on things that you can put into your on your blue jean jacket or your clothes. Mm-hmm. So they have stuff like with Maxine Walters, Jay-Z, that OJ stuff, just real Black culture stuff. So again, that's Radical pens and coloring pens. I would check them out. If you just Google any of this stuff, we'll try to link it on some of our Instagram too. Another thing I think is good is always Bevel, right? Mm-hmm. They the system that's supposed to be help with kinky curly hair, aka Negro hair. And actually I bought some for my father. I bought my father a shaving kit with the straight edge. He old school. He said, "Oh, this is a straight edge." I said, "Be careful." But he said he really enjoyed it because sometimes he's prone to like ingrown hairs. And he said he doesn't have any issues, Jay. I'm sure he would have told me. So he really likes Bevel. I actually wanted to check out that. I was thinking of getting him. No.
Oh.
I was talking about the whatchamacallit.
The what?
What's it called? The lineup thing?
Oh, gotcha.
What is that called?
Trimmers.
The trimmer for him to get. And actually, I was going to get the razor for me, like for shaving. And just instead of getting the disposal one, just have an actual one. But they actually do have a hairline form. I haven't used it yet. I'm not the best hair guru. Y'all don't need to ask me no questions. So that's why I said that. Like, I feel like I had the best hair when I used coconut oil and VO5, honey. I don't. All them other products ain't really work for me. So it might work, it may not work, but I can attest that Bevel is a very, very good shaving brand when it comes to kinky coily type hair, men or women. So my dad definitely he shaves every day, but I'm thinking for women when we shave too, shit, we get ingrowns too. So I actually thinking about purchasing my own set to have here. Another thing that I really like is candles. So two candle companies that I really, really like one is called Lit. And that's head out of Brooklyn. And the other one is the Harlem Candle Company. And they have like scents that's like Langston Hughes, things like that, really smoky, earthy ones. Now, them some expensive candles, y'all. These ain't Bath and Body Works. Pay $5, $10 for one. These about $20, $30 candles. Because it's Black owned, it's hand poured, soy. So, I ain't saying go there and buy 20 candles, but you can get you a candle or two for $30 or so dollars. But it's Black owned. And I always try to support that. Another good business is something called Lip Bar. So, of course, Fenty, if you're looking for makeup. But if you're just looking, if you got a fashionista girl that already got Fenty, it's a brand. It's called Lip Bar, and she's out of Detroit, too. And she has very, very good colors for women of color. Again, it's organic, no GMOs, and it's a young Black girl doing it. Also, shout out to them Instagram folks, Fancy Success.
Oh, yeah.
Another brown girl from Detroit doing her thing. I'm just so happy for her. Like, she's doing... she's a graduate student. She talks about travel. She sells some clothes. I heard she sells some furs, honey. Real foxes, honey. Ain't no raccoons, only foxes. So that's another one. She can be found on Instagram. That's Fancy Success. And then lastly, I was thinking, like, I know I'm throwing out brands, but I know with Brussels because they were doing something. Ain't no wrong with a homemade gift. So ain't no wrong with some shea butter whipped up with some coconut oil and jojoba oil you get from Whole Foods with some essential oils of your favorite. Whip it up and put it in a nice cute container from the dollar store Christmas tree shops and put a bow on it. Ain't nothing wrong with a little sugar scrub. Get you some sugar in the raw or some brown sugar, some olive oil, some essential oils, and guess what? You ready to fucking roll, right?
I might have to revive Nearum's famous.
A lip scrub, balm, like all that stuff be real good stuff. Epsom salt. You get you some Epsom salt with some dried flowers from Amazon. Mix that stuff up and call it a day. But yeah, those are some of my favorite ones. So it's Radical Pens and Coloring Pens, Bevel, Lit in Harlem Candle Company, the Lit Bar, Fancy Success on Instagram, and then any homemade gifts. So some of the things that I think about too. And sometimes, also I want to say, just time. Like sometimes just spending time saying, let's take somebody out for a brunch and sitting across from them and eating and fellowshipping, libations and having a good conversation. Sometimes that's a great gift too.
I'm surprised you mentioned Miss Jessie's.
Oh, I do like Miss Jessie's too. But I didn't want to do the hair guru route. Because like I said, Nyambi don't do the best, but I know Miss Jessie's done had them things where they go back and forth. They got some sulfates. I think my hair light sulfates. But yeah, Miss Jessie's do well for my hair, honey. Everybody know. I do. And Miss Jessie's got they buy one, get one free. This is the time you need to buy Miss Jessie because Miss Jessie's high as hell. It's like $50 for a bottle, but now it'll come down to $25. Actually, I need to go ahead and get that before it expire.
You sure do.
I surely do.
You might fuck around and get that for Christmas.
Hey, baby buttercream.
I know you.
My classic.
Oh yeah, but definitely.
You got some stuff for you, Nerum, or what you thinking? I hit them all.
I think you hit them all. Definitely that shea butter. You know, you can whip that shit up and put that shit in a bottle.
Yeah.
And sell it.
Okay.
Ta-da.
You said so. I'm trying to think, is any other men things or any other products that we like that's black owned? Also, what I would say, if whatever area you're in, if there's black owned like restaurants or nail shops or something, that's a good way to support people too. Absolutely. So doing your own search in your area and actually buying gift cards to that area and going there, that's another good way to do it too. Or any museums, like any African American museums, Black culture, Caribbean, anything anything like that. That's always something nice to support. A lot of times they have it where you can buy what's it called, memberships, and memberships be like $30, and you can buy a membership to like the African American Museum of St. Louis, Detroit, or whatever, and that's a good gift, right?
It is a good
to be
gift.
a part of that type of stuff.
And also talk to your local businessmen and women. Like, just don't be going to these restaurants and not knowing these people's names.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Know the person that's behind it, kind of, because a lot of people, it's this whole discrepancy about I don't like or like people don't like dealing with black businesses because it's so much ratchetness or whatever.
I mean, sometimes black businesses don't be open when they say they're gonna be open, but it's just a part of the culture.
Yeah. But they black, so they got a lot of things together.
And also shit happens, right? They don't got a machine behind them. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely more forgiving of black business than white businesses. Mm-hmm. If I can forgive and go to white businesses after slavery, I can forgive Keisha for opening an hour later.
Yeah, except for that one time.
What I do? Don't be doing this, Nerum. What you about to pull out on me that I don't remember?
That hair salon.
I surely didn't. Chick, you tried me. Don't do that, Nerum. You done got me upset. Okay. I'm just talking about supporting black business.
Okay. Anything
else, Nerum?
No.
All right. Oh, it's Shout Out Friday. I was about to close this out.
Oh.
Did you forget? It's your favorite day.
I know it's my favorite day.
All righty.
But I ain't getting no Christmas presents.
What?
I thought we had this conversation before, y'all. No, we ain't had nothing on Apple Podcasts. We had one Stitcher.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Stitcher?
Yeah, nigga.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so we got one on Stitcher. So, like always, leave us a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts and on Stitcher. Shout out to the person, that special someone who shouted us out on Stitcher. So it's from Jay.
Oh, it's Jay.
Jay.
Okay.
The title is Funny, Amazing Brick Brother and Sister I Wish I Had. And it says Nerum and Nyambi.
Nerum always try to impersonate how I talk.
That's how Nerum imitating Nyambi's.
Nerum, that's what you do.
Nerum.
Yep.
I'm so happy I found this podcast. I started listening to this podcast July 28, 2017.
Wow.
Damn.
That's way back. That's from the beginning, honey.
What day did
in June. Don't tell them what the fuck we was saying.
When did we start this podcast?
In June 1st, I think.
June 1st?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. And I'm so happy. So happy I did. I love to listen to this podcast, and I'm instantly in an amazing mood.
What are you talking about?
I don't know. My dyslexia is
so you're going to make me read everything. I love everything about this podcast.
Pause. I got this. My dyslexia is just kicking in right now.
Come on.
I should have made this double space.
Oh, my God. You ask people to do these 5-star reviews, and then you can't read them. Nyambi got to read them.
My dyslexia is
on now.
Is
you done asked these folks.
I know I did.
Mm-hmm.
I love everything about this podcast. Y'all relationship is so genuine and loving. Whenever I listen to this podcast, I'm instantly in an amazing mood. I was wrongfully terminated in late July, and you guys have helped me through the past few months.
Them motherfuckers, I understand, J.E. They fuck with you enough, you better get you a civil attorney. Sue the fuck out of them. Wait till Nyambi come out of this storm. I'm writing a book. Now I'm setting the platform that any company that want to fuck with you if they want, they fuck with us if they want.
Are you done?
They got the right one at the wrong time. Next.
I am so blessed to have listened to Nyambi speak on sending HR an email about negotiating my salary.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks, big sis.
Mm-hmm.
I told you. Put that
negotiate everything,
honey. When I started a new job in October, the first thing I did when I got in my office was listen to the podcast. That's what's up.
Yes,
shit.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations.
I just want y'all to know how much I appreciate this podcast. Your relationship in my mind are big brother and big sister. Your relationship is so loving, honest, and ratchet, and I love it. My favorite part of the episode
nagging people. Jesus,
walking the listeners through how to get 5-star ratings.
I think they know how to do it. People just be busy.
No.
You got to look at your target audience. Our target audience is folks like us. They working, so they were anywhere between their 20s to 40s, maybe 50s. Mm-hmm. Everybody is in prime work mode.
I don't care.
Everybody is tired. They dealing with the crafty crackers and the nifty niggas. They can't get it around to it. You got to give them a chance.
That's why I got to walk them through, because they be eating excuses. Well, I don't know how to lead no review. Well, I know you ain't my real friend because I walk niggas through how to lead a review on the podcast.
That's why folks connect, because these be our people. We speaking the truth. We know about the cubicle warriors dealing with your mama, your auntie, your kids, all that. That's life, right?
Oh, Nira, I'm love the podcast. You leave a review? No, I don't know how to do that. Well, you don't listen to the podcast, nigga.
You said they don't listen to podcasts?
You
said they lying because we tell them how to do it. You stupid.
Because at least once a month.
Be a little bit more forgiving.
You know, at least once a month, I'll walk a nigga through.
Yes,
I'll be like, go to your podcast app.
We gonna pause here. Look, we be taking pause on the podcast. Right. Be just silent.
You at your podcast app now?
Okay.
Search. You know the search button. The little
You can't
glass.
go to the one on your phone. You can't do that.
No. You know the little glass with the circle thing? Yeah. Type in Black Love Matters. Yeah, you gotta do it that way. Okay. You see that picture?
Oh my goodness.
Tap on the picture.
Oh.
So I walk them through, and that's how I catch people up. Like, oh, I love the podcast. And so you leave a review? No, I ain't leave no review.
That's how y'all can know who responded to y'all on social media. So whenever come with when it's short answers or they ask you about reviewing or sending something in Nero, but if it's getting your business, it's me. I'm more the one likely to go to people's webpage and be like, oh, this funny, sis. Or, oh, this laughing. Like, I'm more engaging. Nero will be like, yes, no. Have a good night. Like, Nero, get the people mo. So, we got something else?
Yeah, we got something on the blog from Brianna.
Oh, my girl. Mm-hmm.
It was in regards to episode 85, Black Academics. Yeah,
Black
Power
Academics.
Dynamics.
We had actually a lot of folks on Twitter who told us they want us to talk more. Y'all want to talk about Black Academia? I don't know if y'all want Nyambi to talk about that. Maybe I'm going to be with Nia next week. Nia and Nadifa next week. So maybe us three. You want us to be on in that conversation?
You can add me, but...
I don't know if I should be in it because I'm very jaded.
Well, you got them Black Academics. You got Nia and...
Because it's good. Black Academia is not all horrible. And I'm going to show you. I'm going to talk about it like it's horrible. But it's not. You know, you get breaks off, summers off, long lunches.
Mm-hmm. You got Nia and Nadifa. Both of them got PhDs. So
Yeah. So maybe we'll do that over at this break.
So Brianna says, y'all, when Nyambi said African American Black Political Association of Niggas, I had to pause this podcast.
Y'all know how they be having them long organizations.
I am weak.
You know they be having I've been in them. I'm in them too. You could probably find Nyambi name in some of them. But you know some of the organizations, you be like, what are we doing? Who are we?
African American Black Political
Association of Niggas. Y'all know who they be. I'm in it. I'm with it. Like I said, I drank the Kool-Aid too for over like 7 to 10 years. I get it. But that's how they be. It's like, what is this organization of? Okay, here's my $30. I'm in.
Niggas.
I'm in.
Y'all niggas is fools.
Great episode again. We know we're coming up on the holiday season, so y'all make sure y'all practice some self-care. We know for some folks that holidays can be hard, so make sure to take some time for yourself. Try to be around families or people you love. You know, I think sometimes we just associate family being people you love, but sometimes family ain't the place you need to be. So we just encourage y'all to be around folks you love. Take some time for yourself. If you believe in the Lord, you know it's the reason for the season. If not, just take time for you again. And we just want to, I personally, Neerum, just want to say just some gratitude to all of our listeners out there. So as we're coming, we're going to have a couple podcasts next week before the end of the year. So y'all going to listen to a couple more.
It ain't going to be one on Christmas.
No, it ain't going to be one on Monday, but y'all probably going to have some next week. One probably Kwanzaa, one probably Black Academics related, or if not, we'll get the Black Academics at the first of the year. But I just wanted to take this time just to really show gratitude and rocking with us from June?
Yeah.
To now, you know, like I said, we get on this as our form for therapy, and we just appreciate y'all so much, and the ups and downs that I've been through this year, myself and Neerum, we just appreciate y'all so much. And Neerum, I don't know if you want to say anything. I know he gonna tell y'all when he in that magazine. Honey, Jesus.
Thank y'all, niggas.
And I know everyone been asking to see what we look like, so I guess at the first of the year we relieve that, honey. I'm not no Beyonce, but you know, I can do a little something. I guess we can show our faces.
I appreciate y'all niggas for leaving a 1 through 3, 4, 5-star reviews. Okay. We got like 89 of them.
I know. I'm so happy.
So we're kicking ass. So I really appreciate it. You know, this has been one hell of a 6 months, 6-7 months going through this. And, you know, some of y'all niggas is hilarious.
Y'all
just talking
are
to
so
these niggas
funny.
on like
Sir
Twitter
Jeffrey, Corey, Brianna,
Shanice. Yeah.
Y'all, I get now where I Facebook stalk them. And I'm like, what they say? They ain't say nothing yet. Sir Jeffrey had his CD come out, or like his EP. I was like, I'm gonna listen to it this morning. Like, you know, y'all are really a part of the family. So we just, and I know it's folks we didn't mention, like all of y'all are, Coca-Cola, we know you listening. You part of the family too, like everybody, like. It's just been great. And then also our friends, our day ones. Yeah. So we appreciate y'all for when y'all were the only 10 people listening. We appreciate you for listening too. Nia, we know you one of our day ones. I'm coming down. We about to have a lot of fun for your birthday.
Breaking news.
What?
Papa John just stepped down as CEO.
Who cares? Nobody eat Papa John.
You heard it first on Black Love Matters.
Who cares? Did he do sexual assault? Or is that because he talking about the NFL and getting them niggas in order?
Probably because NFL and getting niggas in order.
Not, because, you know, Papa John, another long money. He done filed for bankruptcy, but he what? Still got the money. I don't feel bad. No one even ate Papa John, although that garlic dip is good. Close us out, Near.
Before I close it out, shout out to y'all niggas. We really appreciate y'all. Like I said, I don't care if it was
my parents.
10 people, 5 people, whatever.
Start off with my mama and your sister.
Yeah, my mom, your mama and my
sister and Nia.
And that's it. And they used to call us and us. Yeah. We listen to our podcast that's one of the things that Naomi does religiously. Never you listen to the podcast?
Yeah, because if we don't enjoy listening to us, who else will? Mm-hmm. Come on.
So, So, with that being said,
y'all have a beautiful Christmas. So,
Merry
as
Christmas,
always,
niggas.
To submit your Black Love stories, submit them to blacklovematters.com. To submit a question for Kitchen Table Talk, shoot us an email at blacklovematters@gmail.com. And to leave a comment about anything we talked about, you can do that on blacklovematters.com, SoundCloud, Stitcher, any form of social media. That's Black Love with no K. And don't forget that voicemail at 508-784-1111. Again, that's 508-784-1111. Talk to y'all later. And remember, love is ever evolving. Have a great Christmas, y'all.
Merry Christmas, niggas.
Bye-bye.
Bye. You know what? I forgot to tell my sad Christmas story about when niggas broke into my house during Christmas.
We speaking life.
And stole all my shit.
Life and death is in the tongue. So we're not going to say that for next year. Peace.
She just won't let me be great. Just won't let me be great.
Come on now.